I love ya. I love ya. Good afternoon. Yes, the power of you. Every Wednesday with Yellow de Yeyefini at 12 to 12:30 or about that time. I see some of my regulars, Mahogany the chemist. I need to give an award for who comes in first. I think one day I'm going to do that, whoever comes in first to the show. Yes, we have Harness Thing is on. Ooh, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the power of you. Today we are, of course, here happy and successfully setting up things for us to just have a minute with Obatala. Today's Obatala's day because we just came out from different holidays and people's emotions are very up and about, happy, extremely happy, or not. So we're going to take a minute for Obatala and see if y'all can hear Obatala's little. I was inspired to. So just take a minute to just breathe in music as a way of sharing the power and the knowledge of If you can hear me, let me know. All the Orisha. Let me know if you can hear me. Obatala lives inside of each and every one of us. And so Obatala is the owner of all heads. Obatala is our ability to intuit, to download, and to connect to peace that everyone is seeking. Let me know if you can hear me. Obatala is struggle and then peace, obstruction and clarity. The children of Obatala will face many adversities because only through adversity you can appreciate peace and calm and love. No matter what Obatala goes through as an entity, as an energy, as a force, Obatala. It always realizes its power by remaining peaceful, by remaining clear, I know you can optimistic, hear me. And having a hope. So Obatala is the energy that when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, if you can hear me on Instagram, Obatala got your back. When everything else seems dark or distant or disorganized, Obatala comes in and gives you clarity. It makes you say yes, yes, yes to life. So this music is an opportunity for you to look at the challenges that you may be going through or the things that you've gone through and recognize that it's all going to be fine. When you change your perception from being lost or victimized, just breathe in, traumatized, when you change that to knowing that I am bigger than this, I am better than that, because I am not alone, then you know Obatala. You are not alone. Obatala is an energy that makes you know that your father is protecting you. Your mother is protecting you. And that's Obatala. The male energy, the female energy of peace, tranquility, and knowing that you have the power to be great. The energy of peace and the triumph over adversity. That's Obatala. When we get bombarded with the little trivial things, Obatala says, all of that you see down there is irrelevant. What you are seeing is what I see. So whenever you want to connect to Obatala, sit on a mountain, sit on a hill, sit somewhere that can give you perspective that at the end of the day is only peace. And there's only love. Ashe. I wanted to play that today for you to remember that there's only peace and there's only love, and we can choose which one of them we want. So today, in the power of you, I want to remind us that we are the power. We are the power that we're seeking. The power is within us. So I want you all to just know that today on this Ose Obatala, and Obatala Ose is every day. Every day you can honor Obatala because it's the energy of peace and the energy of love. So I heard this week, and I wanted to share that was on someone's conversation on the internet, and it made so much sense to me that coming out of this time of political upheaval or political sentiments, because there are no upheaval of political sentiments, and then we're in the season of holidays coming in the world. Really, we just finished one holiday that was the period of mourning for the Native American, that's given the name as Thanksgiving. I don't know how that came to be, but to me it's a day of mourning. We just came out of that, and now we're going into the period of the holidays of Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year. So this is a very festive time, or it also is a time of triggering. It's a time when we get an opportunity to choose how we want to see Obatala, choose how we want to have peace and love, because it's all around us. It's all around us. Obatala usually is associated with the color white, but he's everywhere, everywhere. And so today, we want you to remember that no matter where you are, in whatever is going on in your world, there is Obatala. At the end of the day, there's only peace and there's only love. And so the statement that was said and made me decide, or spirit decided to infuse that into today's program, today's little half an hour shot in the arm for you if you're at work, if you take the time off. This is just an opportunity to connect to hope and to peace. Because if you follow me in social media, you know that's the bottom line. Peace and hope. That's the major thing for us, is peace and hope. In my life, if you read my book, if you have not read my book, you will see that all it is about finding peace in the midst of all of the upheaval. As a younger age, as a teenager, as a young adult, as a mother, as a wife, how is it that I found Obatala in the midst of all of that? So you want to get a copy of my book, The Living Shrine, and please join us on the December the 18th. We have a webinar, and this is a way of you supporting me and supporting yourself, really, because it's for the temple structure, the building, to make sure that it's insulated, and the powerful things that we're doing this year, that we'll have air conditioning as well as heat in the buildings. And so come and join us on the Rebuilding, Reconnecting, and Reawakening webinar that we're doing on December the 18th at 7 o'clock. You don't want to miss that. It's Wednesday at 7 o'clock, December the 18th, where we'll be talking about rebuilding, reconnecting, and reawakening, and using spiritual principles and tools to prepare us for the change that's coming in this number 9 year that's coming up. So you want to register. You see right there, I have it in my in the chat. I have my LinkedIn, and you want to go there and just go to the LinkedIn and register for this webinar as a way of supporting my ministry, supporting your ministry and your temple, because everything that I have is for you. So come and hear how I rebuilt, how I reconnected, how I reawakened when I lost hope about Obatala, when I lost hope in my marriage, when I lost hope in people. How is it that today I'm still feeling very vibrant and hopeful? Join us on December the 18th. You don't want to miss it. And so, as I said, the thing that brought my spirit to this message today is, the person said, if someone disrespects you, that is how they see you. And if you accept
someone disrespecting you, that's the way you see yourself. Let me repeat that. Very powerful. He said, if someone disrespects you, that's how they see you. And when someone disrespects you and you accept it, you're disrespecting yourself, right? Someone disrespects you, that's how they see you. The way you see yourself is if you allow disrespect and you don't say anything or do anything about it. So, in reconnecting to who you are, respect has two ways of bringing us to peace and love. So, the person that's disrespecting you, they obviously don't see you. Because to disrespect someone is to dishonor, is not to see the person, is not to be in a place where you can connect. You're comparing, you're not connecting to them. And so when you find the place that is safe for you to disrespect, that's how you feel. And you are entitled to do that. But what are you saying about where you are? Because disrespect means a lack of understanding of the power that every person that is in our face, in our life, in our space, is a way of God showing us ourselves, or what is it that we can do about where we are. Every person that comes to us is a picture from the divine. Is a picture from the divine. It's from God. It's from source. It's from spirit. It's from Olodumare. Whatever it is that connects you to the fact that there is a supreme being, a power that exists without understanding, without us being able to tap into it, see it, but know that it is there. So when someone disrespects you, they are really disrespecting themselves when it comes to looking at what divine source thinks about that. But when you're in a place where, because you want to be so complacent, or you don't know yourself, or you don't think you have the value enough to speak, then you see yourself as someone that's worthy of disrespect. So in connecting to Obatala, in connecting to peace and to love, the one thing that connects us to that power of knowing without any class, without any reading, without anybody telling you, is when you get quiet with your own self, with your own Ori, with your head, and you speak to your Ori in a way that you speak to your shrine, to your God, because each one of us experience and express and are an expression of the divine, are an expression of God. So every time that you are sitting by yourself, with yourself, that is the power of God sitting right there with you. That is the time for you to connect to all of the areas of your life, be it insecurity, fear, aggravation. You forget that you have the power within you to reflect back to the world exactly what it is that you want reflected back to you. So, in a moment that you feel and you see disrespect and you choose it to be your truth, you're disconnecting from the divine. You're connecting from the true source of who you are. So, one of the ways of connecting totally to you is to sit and just meditate. Or you can make a movement meditation. You could be walking and meditate. You could be doing yoga and meditating. It is meditate is to give yourself the opportunity to close out to all of the distractions of the light that you carry within you. Because when you do not acknowledge the light that you carry within you, then someone else's light becomes your guiding post. And that is not God. God is right there with you on all levels. So today the message is, do not allow yourself to agree or make agreement with others, when in that moment you forget that you are a source of light and inspiration. Do not. So this is a time when we're coming together with family and friends for the holidays. And many of us we're still working on healing from familiar patterns, from memory, and we are triggered sometimes to go into a place of believing that the triggers are true, and the triggers are there to serve as a way of taking you to the higher level of knowing who you are. So when you're triggered, those shadows are important. They have the same light and energy and power with you, but you have the control of saying how much influence is going to have in that particular moment. In that particular moment. And rob you of knowing in that moment you are the strongest light. So in this respect, what the other person is seeing is a lack of their own ability to connect to their God self. Does that make sense? So on this morning, this day, look into the strength that you have during this time of going to family, friends, holidays, getting close to the new year, getting rid of old things, doing rituals to cleanse off, to remove with soaps or with bath or with words or meditation or affirmation, juicing, fasting, whatever we're doing. Know that it is time to release and to let go. It is time for you to own your greatness by removing anything that anyone has ever said that triggers you. Don't go into spaces where you're triggered and you feel you have to stay. If you know you have to go to a birthday party, a holiday party or family, friends, because on your jobs you have these things that you have to go to and that kind of thing, just state what it is that you're going to do. If you know it's going to be a toxic environment and you have to go, then you just say, limit yourself. I'm coming for 15 minutes and that's it. But don't take the moment to feel that the entire day is ruined because you have to go somewhere. You have to turn into someone else. So this is understanding of who you are. Limit your stays. Limit the amount of time you're going to be there. Right? And then just leave. Or if it's a trigger that triggers other little rabbit holes that you can go down to, remember, disrespect only happens when you allow it, when you claim it as your truth. In that moment, you stated, no is a positive word. And you state, no, at this time we can't go there. We can't have this conversation right now. Right? Or my biggest thing is always, I say, oh, I'm going to the restroom, and you just move. If it's getting to the point, because I know sometimes when you're in different belief systems and you go around and people see you from who you were, they try to bring you back to where they know you as, where they can see your weaknesses and your flaws and say, I remember when you were so and so and so. No, we're not doing that today. I love you, but we're not doing that right now. That will stop someone in their tracks. Because when someone wants to take you back to where they feel that you should be because they are unable to see your growth, you remind them by just saying, no, we can't do that right now. With a smile. That's peace. That's Obatala. We can't do that. Why we can't do it right now? We're just not doing it right now. And that's it. So know that you have the right to be all of Obatala's peace and love. You have the right to be everything, the sum total. Don't be living in a fear that someone is going to do this and they have the power over you. No. That's why you want to use your tools. You get your consultations, you get your readings, you take your baths. You go on my website, all of it is free. On my YouTube, all of the baths and how to set up this, whatever. But more than that, just meditate, sit and just meditate. My CD or any, sit and know that before you leave for the party, before you go to a place that you know might be toxic and that you have to go, prepare yourself, put on your armor of peace. And don't have to say, I'm going to be peaceful, I'm going to be peaceful. No, you do your meditation and you visualize yourself in this white light of pure energy, of transparency. That's what the color white is, transparency, that everything of you will be seen. And you walk in. And that's how it goes. So disrespect only comes when you accept it as your truth. Don't shift and shape for anyone. And your Ori, as we said before, is your best friend, and it will tell you the truth every time. So today I want to do a prayer from Baba John Mason's book on Aduro Orisha, prayer for the Orisha. And I brought my Obatala staff with us today as I pray. As Obatala brings us this moment, as I pray, I just ask you to visualize a white light. Visualize a white light over your head and visualize a white light under your feet, 12 inches under your feet or under your seat where you are, and a white light. And visualize yourself engulfed in a white mist or a white cloth, sheer cloth, like a cocoon that you were in your mother's womb when Obatala was preparing you to come out. As I breathe in, I want you to visualize that. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Breathing in and again breathing out. This last time I want you to breathe in and hold it. Breathing in and release it and say, ah. Eru ayé mi mo ṣe o, eru ayé mi bàbá. Eru ayé mi mo ṣe o, eru ayé mi bàbá. Ọbàtálá, òrìṣà fínífíní, èrúre. Gbogbo wa ẹ̀yà bòrèrè, eru ayé mi mo ṣe o, epa bàbá. Eru ayé mi bàbá. Eru ayé mi mo ṣe o, eru ayé mi bàbá. Ọbàtálá, òrìṣà fínífíní. Gbogbo wa ẹ̀yà bòrèrè, Ọbàtálá. Obatala. As you visualize this white light over your head and as you are in the womb, in the cradle of Obatala's love. Obatala, king of the white cloth, king equal to the title Orisha, persistent king who cleans a person. You who suddenly embraces the diseased person, roll aside the mountain obstacle. Strength of the world, who is not patient when provoked. My father, warrior of the road, chief of Ejigbo. What a magnificent spirit is Baba. My Odu is to be rich. The Odu of the firstborn, we mark it this way. Owner of Odu, Baba, we salute you. King, owner of soft clay, Orisha. Aged person, king of the white cloth. You take pleasure to incite, to embrace, to impinge on the trembling person. How wonderful is Baba, his father. You, first of all persons of good character, teach resistance, How wonderful is the warrior of the road. I wish to receive the sprouts of wealth. Father, possessor of the journeying nature, white cloth with power, possessor of the crooked, owner of whips, taker of the yams. The silent Orisha pushes intelligence, rolling it aside to stagger. How wonderful. Breast that saves, possessor of learning, who teaches, white cloth, the dead are resting on, always cause to sprout and trembling. White cloth with power, insight, whipping to spread the tradition, and wiping to spread prestige. Obatala Obatasi. Eri arara, eru omo, oru owo, ruari, nama awa. You receive the title of first chief. You support children. You support prestige. You support the burial of death. First of all, the perch on the trembler. You Obatala. How wonderful is Obatala. Obatala, Obatasi, Obataya. As you continue to feel the power and essence of Obatala, visualize yourself now as this white, powerful light. Powerful, powerful white light that just surrounds the world and surrounds you. Eru ayemi Moshe, eru ayemi Baba. Obatala Orisha fini fini. Kure bobo wa enya poerere.
Obatala yepa, yepa. Obatala yepa, yepa.
Continue breathing, feeling Obatala's presence. Obatala epa, epa. And as you go in your world today and you go back to work, go back to play, do not doubt your Ori, your head. Do not doubt peace and love is the only thing that is true. Do not walk in fear this season. Keep Obatala in your home, in your body, in your job, in your workplace. Obatala epa, epa. Epa Orisha, Orisha epa. Obatala epa o. 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 Epa. Obatala epa, epa, Obatala epa o, 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 epa. Obatala epa o, epa. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful season. And remember, disrespect has two ways. That's what is said and what you believe. Have a blessed, blessed day, and I will see you again on Wednesday. And join us Wednesday, December the 18th for rebuilding, reconnecting, reawakening using African spiritual practices. I'm going to give a series of powerful tools for you to use this upcoming season, this season of organizing your life as you move into the new year of a number 9 year of change, a year of expansion, a year of coming to terms with what needs to be removed permanently from your life. I share y'all have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the power of you. Odabo. Someone asked if you can get readings and video call instead of only on phone calls. Yes, you can if you email me and ask for that.